the paragraphs of the Torah, basically the Bible, are not in order. In other words, the Bible in itself has been reordered, including certain paragraphs and words. So you could be reading in Genesis and then find the connection in Isaiah. They have reordered the order of the Bible by paragraph, let alone words. They have changed the words in the English where they say Lord and God. Really is not Lord and God, because we know that these words are not holy, because when you go pay your rent, you're paying it to your landlord. When you're looking at movies, there's a guy in England, and one of the guys is an ex-musician called Sting. He's a lord now. So we know that word is not sacred. So we know that the book is not in order. If they were in correct order and language, anyone who read them and understood them and had the spirit of Shekinah Yah, as it said in the paper that I have from the Rabbi Ginsburg out of Israel, Haggai Institute, it says and states this, that she has the control and the spirits of all the letters of the ancient. She, Shekinah Yah. She would allow you to be able to create a world, resurrect the dead, and perform miracles. That would be what she would do. Understand that. Now, I'm going to put it back to where we are. Let's go back to where we are. And let's see if I can pull this one up. No, that's not what I want. Ayah has created 7. He made 7 beloved. And in these things, they talk about the 7 this, the 7 heavens, the 7 this before this. But he made it 7 beloved. And his beloved, he given to an individual, male and female. One of the names that he called the so-called David of the scriptures, he called him beloved, as well as the one they call Solomon. Solomon, even though his name was Solomon, in the Bible they say Yedidiah. But we know that Yedidiah in the ancient is Ayadiah. Ayadiah is the beloved one of Ayah. Ayadiah is where the ancient is. And they're saying this is where, and the man is thus the 7th level and the most beloved by Ayah. The most beloved. So the 7 principal people of Ayah are beloved by Ayah. And therefore, the 7 principal people are the ones most sacred to him, or to the Creator. Being so and such that we now begin to understand that it is guided and protected by, which we call Shekinah Ayah. This female aspect of Ayah brings us through and gives us an understanding. And in this understanding, we know that this is something that's going on. But here is where I want to explain now to you that where we are and what we're doing is very, very important. But at the same time, Ayah said he made his 7, all right, and man is on the 7th level, should be in the 7th dimension. But now let's deal with this here. And we go further. Here is where I want you to see. Now, can everybody see that? Because I want you to see that. Here, the letters of the alphabet. We talk about the stones and how the stones are this, the stones are that. Here, the letters of the Aleph Bayat are called stones. Now, this has been in your class book for this long. This is something I want to share with you to let you know what's going on. That Shekinah Ayah, she is there, and the gatekeeper dealing with the stones. Because one of the things in Mummy 3 and all the other movies they talk about, they dealt with stones. Even in the movie with Jackie Chan, where he dealt with the myth, they found a black stone, which was a garnet with speckles, and and they pulled it out of the right eye of this Sphinx lion, and it stopped people from gravitating or floating in air, and it gave them the power to float and to fly, basically. And this was something they were based upon. But where was this? It was in the land of India. So now they're dealing with Kali. And we know that Kali controls a lot of different factors and things. Now, what happens is these are called stones. And we know that the first stone really is Shekinah, as it says in the gate of the so-called genealogy of Isis, Genesis 49. Remember we said the first stone is the stone which is Shekinah. Now the thing is, well, don't say it like that, that's just really loose change, but that's what it's saying. The stones are really the alphabet. So we know where we have 22 stones. These sacred precious stones are the gates that allow you to approach if you do it in the ancient. When you connect to these stones, there are 7 that are sacred. And these 7 sacred stones also have 7 sacred people.